yeah, so it's a hell of a thing to take on, and Timothy is wow. I was fortunate, like I say, to be in rehearsals with him, but also to shoot some of the first stuff, and he genuinely, I was like, wow, you had to put your big boys pants on and man up here, Tom, because this kid's unreal. He's another level. What's the genius of what Timothy's doing out there is, in any sort of evolution piece, he's sort of almost taking it back to sort of the beginning of, like, how does Willy become Willy Wonka, the guy with this chocolate factory. Like, there's a journey that you can see, and you actually see it through the film. The little bits that I'm in with him, is you sort of, from the moment he meets mine Olivia's characters, he's this sort of like this nervous, almost sort of like quite naive kid, and then through the film, obviously, as he grows into the man that we all know. Paul's a phenomenal visionary. Like when you see that Paul King's doing any film or any show or anything Paul King's doing, you know that there's not a stone that goes unturned. Like, Paul's this vision across every part of this movie is nothing short of phenomenal. But when you're an actor, he's just the most giving man you could want to work with. He allows. Number one, he makes you sometimes feel like the smallest thing when it's the biggest, and you don't feel ever. I'm most of my scenes are with an Oscar nominee and an Oscar winner, and I was working on a building site 7 years ago. That's, in any other world, that's like, you're terrified because you're coming in, but Timmy, Olivia, and Paul make this the easiest job to come into. You make the relaxation you feel, and that starts at the top, and that starts with Paul King. Bleacher would be a sort of rough, tough kind of man, but actually he's madly in love with Mrs. Scrubbit, and it's not subtle as well. And my God, like, I was like a little schoolboy when, like, I heard that it would be me and Olivia Colman, because she is incredible. Like, she's just like, she does vile for probably one of the nicest people I've ever been blessed enough to meet in my whole life. Olivia Colman plays nasty like no one else. I think people are going to love every bit of it. I think that just the size of it, the scale of it, it feels like sort of a throwback to really big, happy, feel-good films. I think there's, like, the performances, the characters. I think every part of this is just like you're working with people who are at the very top of their game, in every aspect, and I think everyone's really, really just, I think, humbled to be a part of this, to bring this story to life.